Hey, here we are with the Swiss Gold Global Independent Business Owner Network Marketing Training number 165 today. Welcome, everybody. This is Wednesday, July 29th, a Wednesday. We have John. I'd like to welcome John back to the western side of the country here today and ask him a question. John, did you know that if you subtract out all the time that you spend sleeping and all the time you spend working and all the time that you spend commuting and doing all the things that you have to run around and have to do just in your daily life, that at the end of the day, most people have but 1 or 2 hours to themselves to really do the things that they like to do. And even if they had more time, do you think they'd have more money or enough money? Well, we have a system, John, that is a system to own your life. And it's with a home-based business that's so simple that anybody could do it. And the best part is it's no selling, and it takes very little of your time. Very little of the time that you already have, very little of. What do you think of that?
I want to hear more. That's what I think. Tell me about it.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about today, actually. We're going to talk about once you get involved, how to work the system that is so simple that anyone can do it. So
Well, hey,
how is
it's great to be back here on the Hangout, Paul. Yes, I've been gone for about 2 weeks in New York. I'm now back in Phoenix. I'm very excited to be here. One thing that kept reoccurring in my mind, and I'm just going to throw this in here real quick, and then we're going to get right into where you want to go with this thing today, is, the 45-second presentation obviously is what you just presented to me in your question about what if I can show you a business system that doesn't require selling and won't take much of your time, and it's so simple that anyone can do it. There's another exciting piece to that business system that was a reoccurring thought in my mind the entire time I was in New York, is that I could be doing this while on vacation. I spent some time with my brothers, and they're like, so what are you doing in Phoenix now? And I shared with them, I'm part of a network marketing company, and we talked about that and, other things, but, that's not the exact right way to present. I was just letting the gist of the conversation, but the reoccurring thought is that not only does it take very little time to get started, now if you want to put more time into it and blow the lid off this thing, that's how you'll really grow, but what you're doing is buying back that time, but it can be done from anywhere. You could be on vacation talking about this with people. You could be in a sauna at a health club talking about this with people. Your office is anywhere you're standing when it comes to a network marketing business, especially something like Swiss Gold Global that is internet-based, and all of our tools are online. So really, all you need to do this business, I'd say, is the will and the drive to succeed, an internet connection, and maybe a notebook just to, keep tally of some of your thoughts and ideas on how to move forward with this thing, and a list of people that you're contacting, and maybe even a cell phone. And who doesn't have access to those things in this day and age? So it's not only a business that is simple, that anyone can learn to do, doesn't require selling, won't take much time to get started, but it's mobile, and you are your office. You only need an internet connection and a cell phone.
Yes,
So,
absolutely, absolutely true. Yes, I mean, here again, so simple, anyone can do it. Takes very little of your time, and you can do it from anywhere, and you can do it all the time. I mean, how good is that? I mean, how simple is that? So, yeah, I just want to jump right into this here. Last couple of Hangouts, you haven't been on them, John, but I kind of covered the home landing page pretty much in depth of where you would send your new probies that are interested in the system. That's one of the places that you might send them to. There's a couple of areas where you might send them to, but if you do send them to the Swiss Gold Global home landing page, I kind of covered that, and then also really got into at the end where the sign up is. When you open up that that segment right there, it gives you the three options to sign up for. You have the free option, which is just the gold and silver savings program for people who just want to save gold and silver, in Swiss vaults in Switzerland, outside of banking systems and all of that fun stuff. And then level 2, which is the paid membership, which gives you the gold and silver savings program plus the education program, the Real Wealth Revolution. And then step 3, level 3, where you actually become an affiliate and you have the ability to actually earn income by sharing and doing the business. And I also ran through how very simple it is to sort of upsell someone from the free to the paid to the affiliate. And so today we're going to jump right into the Real Wealth Revolution part here to show you exactly what the Real Wealth Revolution and the education side of this is, and what you would be getting excited people about to make that upsell from the free membership to the paid membership. And then after that, obviously, we'll move to the next level. So I'm going to get this screen share going, John. If you've got another thought there while I do this, because I can't push buttons and think and talk at the same time. It just doesn't work.
Oh yeah, I guess carry on as you get this thing set up. So it sounds like to me, Paul, you've been going over the various tools that the website has to offer, how to upsell, if you will, to get someone looking beyond just the free membership that's available. One thing about the free membership to Swiss Gold Global, it might be it's an interesting and a good way maybe for someone to get involved and make a few gold and silver purchases and feel that they're not having to pay a monthly fee. And some people may even ask you, all I want is the gold and silver. Why would I pay $50 a month just to buy the gold and the silver? Well, when you are a member of Swiss Gold Global, one of the benefits to that is that we can buy the gold at a price that's wholesale 2.9% over spot, which is, anyone who buys gold and silver knows that that's really an insignificant markup compared to what you're going to pay buying from your usual go-to dealers and whatnot. With that being said, you don't get that benefit with the free membership, and I believe also that you don't have free storage of your gold and silver. So the $50 a month really is your ability to buy into the club, get a discount on gold and silver, and get free storage of your gold and silver when you're not taking physical delivery. So that's just two little interesting things to point out that, if worded properly and explained, could help you in your upsell to the paid membership. So I just wanted to throw that in. It looks like you got your screen share going, so why don't you take over, Paul?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, you can use that too to entice them to move up to pay the whopping $100, $150 that it takes to get started, and then $50 a month, as John said, and then throwing in the fact that now you also have the bonus of all of this information that's going to help you do the right things with your gold and silver and keep you educated and knowledgeable about what's going on, not just here in our world with our economy and everything like that, but the entire world and with the global economy and everything else. I mean, money is no longer, held within borders. I mean, it's money is global these days. So real quickly, I just want to show you guys something that most people might be panicking over if they were in a situation like this. I have, I have to go over to, silly me, I have to actually go to the page to actually do the screen share. There, are you seeing now that what I'm doing here, John?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. I always forget that. I start doing crazy things. Most people would really, probably have a panic over this. I have recently purchased $400 worth of gold. And when I come here and look at my account, I go, oh my God, it's only worth $344. I've lost $56. I better sell. Which, is absolutely quite ridiculous. I mean, I am not freaked out or panicked over that in one way, shape, or form. Well, in fact, I'm going to go back to that page real quick, because you know what? All that tells me is that right now, at $1,100 per ounce opposed to the $1,200 where I started buying, it's just time to keep buying more. That's all that tells me.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think right now is a great purchasing price for gold. If you're looking back over the last 10 years of where gold prices have gone and where they've come from, that's a
Yep.
definite buy signal to me.
Exactly. So here we are at the Real Wealth Revolution page. And this is, as I said, this is the education side of the middle level where you have the gold and silver savings, plus you have the education, and plus you also, as John pointed out, you have the ability to buy at wholesale and store for at no cost. So those three items are really where you get people enticed about, hey, I just want the gold and silver. Well, if you just do the gold and silver, you're going to have to, pay a premium on top of, your purchases and for your storage. And of course, if you take delivery, I mean, obviously you have to pay for that too, the shipping and conversion and all that. But that stays in play regardless. But if you move up, for $50 a month, you get all that, a discount, you get that at wholesale, and you get your storage for free, and you get all of this fantastic education. And I want to show you some of these people right here. Bob Proctor right there. This is a quick 2-minute video, as you see right there, 2 minutes. So that's a very good introduction to what we have in this area. And then obviously you have Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher of the Proctor Gallagher Institute. This is good information here. And you have Greg Reed from the Napoleon Hill Foundation. Again, all of this is awesome, just how to become the right person to be in the right place at the right time. Nancy Fela is a lot of inspiration right here to just kind of, motivate you and keep you going. And I want to talk about these four right here. Carolita Oliveros, Philip Judge, James Rickards, and Chris Martenson. I'm going to start with Philip Judge. Bullion banker, author, speaker, film producer, and bullion banker. Okay. Here's what we have in here, and I'm not even going to open these up, but I'm just going to read the life cycle of money. The life cycle of money is a cycle that has played itself out repetitively throughout all of history, through every civilization, society, economy, nation, and empire. It's a large cycle that takes, in many cases, many hundreds of years from start to finish. It's larger than our own life's experience or memory. And that's the reason history is so important, because it's by looking at history, we are able to identify the way the cycle works, where we are currently in the cycle, and where we are heading. I mean, how important is that? I mean, how many people have a clue about any of that? And you get that from this guy right here. And the Millennium of Money, presented in a pacey, up-to-date, soundbite style. This is an in-depth documentary, searches for the answers to our compounding economic and financial problems today. I mean, just this right here alone, if that ain't worth $50 a month, I don't know what is, right, John?
I have not yet checked out these particular videos for Philip Judge. The reason being there's just so much on this site to check out. That being said, I'm very interested in what that's all about, being that I have a little bit of a knowledge on those subjects just through years of research. And yeah, the value of what's on this website, just in those two documentaries and explanations alone, is definitely worth the price of admission. And I'm really excited for you to break down some of the other people that you've pointed out here that are available to us. I mean, I've looked at the Bob Proctor and the Greg Reed stuff, and there's another section even on this website with even more stuff that I've checked out, and just those three areas were worth the price of admission alone.
Exactly. So let's look here next at Chris Martenson, writer, forecaster, the creator of The Crash Course. What's that? Let's go take a look. The Crash Course is what he offers here. The Gold Academy videos. I'm not even going to get into what that is, but I'm just going to read what the Crash Course says. The Crash Course. Chris Martenson presents an in-depth consideration of the economy, energy, and the environment. Not only does he explain the fundamental causes of the current economic crisis, but also demonstrates how the problems facing the economy are related to concurrent issues regarding our sources of energy and climate change. The information provided is eye-opening and vital to understanding the world in which we live in and how that world will change in the near future. I mean, if the energy supply and climate change, if you don't think that's real and you don't think that has an effect on the economy, and you don't think maybe having a little bit of knowledge about that could help you in your financial decisions moving forward, well, then I don't know, maybe Swiss Gold Global isn't for you.
You know, I don't have my notebook in front of me. Just make a note if you could, Paul. There's a video on Facebook that I want to talk about later, but it actually shows all the nations of the world, and this ties into kind of something that this just sparked a thought in me, and what it costs in food and energy to keep that nation running. And right now, the United States needs 2 times more than what's currently available to us to keep the country running. Every nation in the world is over-leveraged as far as what they need to produce their own energy, and it's quite eye-opening because over the last couple of years, the time frame has shrunk, meaning when they put this together, the United States needed 2 times its available resources to keep the country running for 12 months, and it just shows now that it needs that same amount every 8 months, and the time frame's shrinking, meaning we're needing more and more. I don't know if that has anything to do with what Chris Martenson talks about in the crash course, but it's very eye-opening when you look at what energy and climate change are, how they're impacting nations.
Amazing, isn't it? And yes, so I mean, if somebody who's interested in saving gold and silver, like I said, if they don't have an interest in this stuff right here, well, I don't really know why they're saving the gold and silver in the first place. Next is Carolita Oliveros. I forgot to give the introduction here. International business consultant and attorney. Okay, you think an international business consultant and attorney might have a little bit of information? Money Matters, exclusive webinars with Carolita Oliveros and recordings. Let's just take a quick little look inside here. Holy guacamole, look at this. Dating all the way back to September of 2013, introductory call, How Money Works, Millionaire Strategies, International Diversification, Business Decisions, My Financial Life, Debt, Saves, Your Financial Blueprint, Your Money Mindset, Your Secret, Your Success Plan, Year in Review, December of 2014, moving into this year, financial success in 2015. Well, it's already August of 2015, but it's probably too late to get in on some of that. Your success plan, the power of masterminding, exponential business, 1, 2, and 3. I mean, this sounds like there could be some really good stuff in here that a person could take advantage of to really exponentialize their financial growth. Wouldn't you agree, John?
I'm just floored with everything that's on this website. I'm also floored, and I just want to point out that, yes, we're already almost in August. What is today, the 29th already?
Yeah.
8 months into 2015, and we've only got 4 months left of this year, and everything you're talking about right here needs to be looked at by just about every member of Swiss Gold Global. We need to introduce people to this and get people on board with this stuff and close this year out in a big way. Amazing.
And this guy's probably my favorite, Jim Rickards. New York Times best-selling author of Currency Wars and The Death of Money. And he also, I think, does a blog. I haven't really gotten into finding it, but as a member, I get, every now and then I get a link to one of his blog pages through an email, and it's always a very, very awesome read. And this here also, this is dating all the way back to June of 2014, so we've been adding material from Jim for a little over a year now. And just look at some of these subject titles. Subject, gold, $7,000 an ounce in 3 to 5 years. Okay, it's $1,000 an ounce today, and this was a year ago. Do you think that's a buying signal? All right. Subject, the stock market bubble. Interesting. The stock market bubble. Didn't we just have a real estate bubble? And what the hell did that cause? What could a stock market bubble probably do? Subject, kinetic warfare and financial warfare. A little over my head right there. I don't even have a comment.
Yeah.
Subject, subject, the gold interview. There's got to be obviously something very good information about gold in that. Subject, employment, real wages, money printing, and China. Okay, here's some stuff that I can relate to here. Employment, yeah, sucks. Real wages, suck. Money printing, what the hell? When are they going to stop that? And China, how big are they getting? Subject, QE, and this is all just in 2014 here. Subject, QE, quantitative easing, for those of you who don't know what that is actually money printing. Estimation for gold is higher than 5K per ounce. Okay, changed a little bit back there, 3 to 5, but here that was at the beginning of the year. This is at the end of the year, still holding up there. Okay, $1,000 an ounce. I'll take lots of that. Subject, what's happening, or what happens? That's a misprint right there. It's supposed to be if. What happens if the Federal Reserve raises rates? Everybody's talking about interest rates starting to go up. Well, what the hell's really going to happen? How about some insight on that? Okay. Subject, Swiss franc, euro, ECB, QE, and the Ukraine. Holy crap, I had no clue any of that shit was even going to affect us. And there it is. Subject, Middle East, Ukraine crisis, and global economy. Ukraine's having a crisis now? I didn't even know the Ukraine was having a crisis. Are you kidding me? This is from May, just a couple of months ago. This is just last month, June. Subject, bond markets in trouble as China rises. What the heck is going on here? I need to know some shit because there's things happening out there that I have no clue about. And if I want to start saving gold at $1,000 an ounce right now for 5,000 to 7,000 later, that sounds like a really damn good idea. And there's probably a whole nother one here because this is June and now it's July, and he's probably got another download in here. So I'm just going to throw it back to John because we're over time, and if you can't get somebody excited about all this stuff in Swiss, you know what I mean? To start paying $50 a month for all of that? Are you freaking kidding me?
Well, the thing is, you'd go and search out that information on your own, or purchase the books or the audio and all that stuff. It's probably tens of thousands of dollars of value there. All I want to say is that although I just got back to town, I think I need to take another 2 weeks off from working so that I can go through all the stuff that's there. And I'm really excited to take a whole week off, not going on vacation to do things or visit, but a week off, a sabbatical, if you will, just to go through all the stuff that's there. I mean, it's exciting. And, yeah, there's a lot of great material on this website that's available to us. So I do see we're out of time, so very good presentation, Paul. So why don't you go ahead and close us out and take us home with the prayer.
Well, if that's the way you want to roll here, I will say, like I said, if somebody that is interested in this at all doesn't get excited about all that material that they're going to be willing to pay right now, $100 to get signed up and $50 a month to get in on all this information right here, and we only covered half of it. Get in on all this information right here to help them become a more educated and smarter, investor and financier with their money and their finances and all of that, then, that's probably not a good prospect for you, and you should probably be just moving on to the next person because there's plenty of people out there who are going to see this. And next Wednesday, probably, we'll get into the next level, or maybe we'll come back here and explore this a little bit more. I don't know, but we are going to move forward into getting into the next level of, okay, once you've got them from freebie guy to membership guy to next affiliate guy, okay? So with that, oh universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more dang wisdom. And look at that, I can have it for $50 a month, with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever end I might desire. Did I go to New York? See you back here on Freedom Friday, guys. Have a good day, and we are out of here.